Stand with your arms apart. Yeah, so the first test that we do is body composition on our segmental body composition analyzer. Is we're looking at the composition of muscle, of fat, and of bone and water in each of the different segments. And for us, we're trying to identify any imbalances in each side, so in his right side and his left side. So with Barry, because he switches, he's very well balanced in his upper body and his lower body. And he's got low body fat percentage as well, which is contributing to his performance too. And then we take some resting blood measures, and we're looking at his glucose, his resting levels of blood lactate, his something called hematocrit and hemoglobin as well. It gives us a general profile. At the moment, he's in excellent condition. Just place it there. Yeah. And then we put him through 2 running tests. The first test is what we call a blood lactate profile, where we get him to run at different speeds, and then we take a blood test at the end of a stage and measure his blood lactate and his heart rate and the perception of how hard he feels he's working. And then we give him a little bit of a break, and then we do the max test, where we take him to absolute exhaustion until he can do no more. Jump off. Hold on there. Deep breaths. Deep breaths, come on, wide up. They allow us to set a benchmark and look at where he is now compared to before. They allow us to set his training zones, so we can optimise his training intensity, and we do that around heart rate. He wears a heart rate belt during training on the treadmills and whilst he's sparring, and whilst he's on his recovery runs, or whilst he's lifting weights, he's always got a heart rate monitor on, which means that we can identify his training loads, and we plan his training loads, and we monitor his training loads to make sure that he's got that balance between the stimulus of training and making sure his recovery is enough so that he adapts and kicks on.
When you're looking at his lactate, what is it that you're looking for in that?
Well, lactate's associated with fatigue, so the more blood lactate you produce, the more tired you're going to get. So we were looking at the blood lactate that Barry produces at different speeds and comparing that to his test that he did last time. It's coming out very good. The test was quite successful on that perspective. He was producing less lactate than what he was before, which means to us he can work at a higher intensity at this point in his training phase. Halfway through this stage now, Barry. You good? We've had boxers in before, we've had mountain bikers in before, lots of endurance athletes, lots of endurance cyclists in before. And Barry's up there. He's one of the fittest people we've had in the lab, and the particular type of max test that we do, no one's even touched the speeds that he's up at there at the moment. So he really is in top condition. The test that we do is a modification on a field-based test, and there is some data out there on the field-based test, and I think that the speed that he just achieved today is up there, if not the best. It is up there with the best that's ever been reported. Good work, Barry. Keep going. Stay relaxed with your arms to grab your legs. Keep going. 5 seconds to go.
Good, Barry. Keep pushing.
Keep going, Barry. Keep going. He's in that good condition, so we're looking for really tiny changes, and any tiny change that we can see in Barry's condition will reflect well in the fight, and we've seen more than a tiny change, more than what we expected when he's been in today. Good work, Barry, great stuff. 10 to go. Keep pushing on.
Good, Barry.
You've got this, you've got this.
Push it.
Keep going. Keep pushing, 5 to go.